People. So last week I made a real quick thing about making a quick dish and learning in and outs of technology. So bear with me as I try this again. Today I'm gonna make a real quick sofrito, and then that way you guys have an idea of how to make it at home, make it fresh, and once again, fuck Goya. Right. So to make the sofrito, you need definitely a good blender. This is the Vitamix joint. I came across this from my old job because it closed down a smoothie bar. So they were like, get rid of it. All right, I got rid of it into my apartment. Sofrito. Sofrito is something that it's in all aspects of cooking all around the world. Sofrito is not relegated to just Puerto Rico, okay? Sofrito is known as the base. Down south is the Holy Trinity. They don't call it sofrito, but it's the base. You know, carrots, celery, and green pepper. That's the Holy Trinity. Over here, sofrito for us is the real easy, common sense stuff that we always use. So, with me, green peppers, right? You throw those bad boys in. Green peppers para todo mundo, okay? Now, I got cilantro. I'm throwing it in there. Why? Because I want to. It's really important. And for all y'all Puerto Rican people on the West Coast who like, but you need culantro. Toma, culantro. Why? I found it, and this is why I'm actually making sofrito at home. Because I found it. This is garlic that I had left over from a meal that I made today from a friend that came over. Esmeralda. It was nice having you here and feeding you. And the rest of it is basically boom. Un poco de cilantro. I got some leftover parsley. También lo voy a meter allá adentro. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Parsley is good. I'm going to overstuff it because this is a really powerful blender. We see what's going to happen. You know? Y también I got more garlic aquí. And I'm going to use the garlic. Why not? So I'm not putting in ajicitos because I really can't find them out here. And I'm not really fond of sweet peppers. So I'm just gonna, stay with this, and we see how it comes out. So I'm using a boatload of garlic. I'm not fond of using garlic, pero I'm gonna freeze this. And if I freeze it, it's going to be okay in terms of using it in a meal. I wouldn't necessarily put it in, I wouldn't put it inside of the fridge, because garlic is one of the best things watching. Salt. Has some fun with the salt. So when maybe 3 or 4 pinches and throw it in there, okay? I like using fresh cracked pepper. This is my thing. Throw a couple of little sweets back in there. Adelante, and we're good to go. Okay, now I have 2 different types of oil. I have olive oil that I use, and then I have rice bran oil that I use in the house. I also have avocado oil, but that's for special stuff. Sofrito is good with what I feel high heat oil, because you don't want to put olive oil inside sofrito, and what's going to happen if you use like a high heat thing is going to overburn the olive oil. So I tend to just like to use this oil, which is good for me. Notice I'm putting in a pretty good boatload of oil. Okay, a pretty good boatload. Alright, now, is this open? This is what I do. This is just me. Okay? This is just me. Un poquitito de vinagre. Not a lot. Just a little bit. A little toquito and you're good to go. Okay? Y también un poco de agua. Not a lot. Okay? Maybe about a quarter of a cup. Alright? Put this bad boy in. Y lo aguanta ahí. para mí is not really catching that much. So ¿qué va a pasar ahora? Más agua para todo el mundo. A little bit more water so it can catch. And you're good. That means I didn't put enough water. A little bit more water, we're good to go. Okay? Now, since I added more water, why not more salt? Now remember, when you use Sofrito, this has a lot of salt. So, try to remember that because you don't want to put this Sofrito in the food and then add more salt. Because then you really have some problems. Beautiful green color. Smells amazing. It smells different than what you used at home because of the lack of ajicitos. You know, it's like basically almost just cilantro. But remember, this is all going to just be herbs, and it's going to be fantastic when you actually use it in your cooking. You can't go wrong with that. So let's take that out. Got a beautiful green color. That's fantastic. Don't be afraid to get a nice little spoon. Okay, taste it. Oh, that's good. That's good. Good little punch to it too. The garlic is really, really coming through. Okay. So that's basically cilantro in a nutshell. Sofrito in a nutshell. You grab that. You can put it in an ice tray. You can put it in Ziploc bags and freeze it, and then use it for like your soups, your rice, and whatever you want to use it for. Okay. Remember, it's a base for the tastiest food you can make. You can't go wrong. So that's my quick tutorial on making sofrito. Peace.